As part of the Rebound Green Country, we're working to help you make ends meet. Two Works for You's Corey Duke looks at changes you should make in your budget and how they can benefit your bottom line in the long run.
In recent weeks, a lot of families across the United States experienced a sudden change in income.
Our family income has pretty drastically been reduced right now. So between layoff and then also just a reduction in hours as well for my husband.
Stephanie Martin, a married mother of three, is one of many now dealing with that now unfortunately familiar scenario.
When we started seeing the cut in pay, we immediately had to just reevaluate our budget. We already do budget in the first place, but had to go through it again and just really reevaluate what's important, what's not important.
Martin and her husband took a proactive approach, immediately cutting out things like subscription services and the amount of times they were getting takeout. Some cuts happen naturally, given current events. By being home, they're saving a lot of what they normally spent on childcare and gym subscriptions. And they're making sure everything they purchase is essential.
I guess we're just really selective on what we do choose to spend on. In general, we're not spending a lot of money right now. So it's really interesting to look at our, credit card statement and realize how little you spend when you don't need to.
They also made changes to their retirement plan.
We looked at 401k contributions and decided to put those on hold. So we're not contributing anything to that right now. I feel like there's a time to prepare for the future, like many decades down the road. And there's a time where you just have to focus on the here and now and being able to just help your family.
It's a good decision. It's not ideal in a vacuum, but we're not in a vacuum. We're living real life with real pain. And so that decision they made a lot of sense. The key will be when they get reemployed, hopefully soon, that they restart those contributions without too much delay.
Pete, the planner, Dunn, is a personal finance expert. He says every situation, of course, is different. But typically, people can find themselves in three categories.
But ultimately, there's three groups of people that are trying to make these decisions. People who have already been greatly impacted, people who might be impacted and don't have savings, and then people who are unlikely to be impacted and have savings.
If you are greatly impacted, Dunn says you need to focus spending on the essentials and only the essentials.
I think food is the first priority, not in terms of extravagant food, but the idea of sustenance, that you can nourish your body. I think rent is obviously very important, or a mortgage payment is very important beyond that. Do not try to get out of debt, meaning if you've got consumer debt that you were paying down aggressively, just pay minimum payments right now. There's zero reason to lessen your debt burden right now, because if you have extra money, that money should be saved, especially because we don't know when or what happens at the end of the enhanced unemployment benefit come July.
But what if you are still employed and find yourself actually saving more than you normally do? It's time to start building stability.
I think the first point of stability for most people, if they want to get serious about being stable, is a 3-month emergency fund. That is to say, whatever it costs you to live for 1 month, multiply by 3, that's your emergency fund. So that takes priority over extra investing or something like that. But emergency fund is definitely point number one.